Welcome to the best gambling show on the internet. This is the home of the money pick. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. We got the Wildcard weekend games to bet. First game, we got the San Francisco 49ers at the Dallas Cowboys. Right now, San Fran's +3. This is the one I'm targeting. This is the one I like. And listen, it was hard for me to come to this point. We know San Fran is an inconsistent team. We know Jimmy G, he gets the yips, he gets nervous. Who has had worse interceptions than Jimmy G this year? Unforced errors. He's had a ton of them, but I think this game gets won in the trenches. I think the San Fran offensive line comes to play. And credit to Dallas and credit to everything they've done this season. I was surprised that they didn't get too pass happy, that they're still running the ball. But for me, man, I really think San Fran runs the ball better this game, and I think that's a big part of the difference. You look at Jimmy G and you understand that, yes, this guy isn't very good. This guy is a turnover machine, but I don't think he's going to be asked to do that much. I don't think this is going to be like a Titans game where he ends up throwing it 35 times. I don't think this is going to be like that Seahawks game where he ends up throwing it a ton as well. I think Shanahan gets back to basics, gets back to play action. And you're looking at Dallas. Are they really peaking at the right time? I mean, everyone's getting excited because they blew out the Eagles the last week. I'm not really all that excited. I'm not all that excited about Dallas, and their defense is vulnerable. You got Diggs, you got Micah Parsons, and you got Randy Gregory. Who else on that defense is a dog? Who else on that defense is going to change the landscape of the game? I think the blueprint to attack the Cowboys defense is there. You don't want to throw it a lot because they get a good pass rush. We know Parsons and Gregory can win battles, especially if you throw it every time and you get predictable. But I really think you can pound them up inside. I think you can get to the second level and push back these linebackers as well. I don't like the Dallas Cowboys defensive tackles. You could prove me wrong. This isn't the 49ers offensive line from 3-4 years ago, but I think they really take over this game, and I think they impose their will. This is the upset the bet this weekend. This really is it. And as for Dak against this 49ers secondary, we know there's a big advantage. We know Cooper is an absolute dog. We know CeeDee Lamb is an absolute dog, and we know San Fran likes to sit soft and zone. But I think Bosa has a big game. And Tyron Williams, they're holding them together with silly putty. He has so many like armbands and tape on him. You would think he's the Bionic Man, the Michelin Man, whatever you want to say. Yes, he's going to hold down that left side. But if Dallas is throwing this ball too much, I think the other guys get beat. I think if Bosa gets one-on-one against their right tackle, I think Bosa wins that battle 5 or 6 times, and that's going to lead to sacks. That's going to lead to pressures, and that's going to lead to Dak Prescott turnovers. And I'm making a prediction here. San Fran wins the turnover battle, and that's going to be a big difference. That's going to be the big difference in this game. This is the upset that I love the most. This is the upset that I would bet. Next game, we got the New England Patriots, the hoodie, at the Buffalo Bills. New England is +4. Listen, I picked Buffalo to win, New England +4, but Buffalo's on upset watch, and I'm seeing people say the Buffalo Bills are going to have a waltz through this. This is going to be easy. Allen's going to pump it for over 300. Just want to bring everyone down back to reality. This Bills team isn't the Bills team from last year. Who have they blown out? When have they put in an A+ performance this year? I'll wait. I haven't seen one. We saw like 6 or 7 last year. We haven't seen many good performances from them. And beating the Jets is all well and good. You know, that gets you grooving. And I just haven't seen a lot out of the Bills and enough to ease my qualms about them. And I know maybe I'm punting on it. Maybe I'm punting taking New England +4. But we're looking at the weather in this game. What's it going to be, like 7, 8, 9, 10 degrees? That's extremely cold. That's bitter cold. The under is going to be in play. And I'm not so I think the weather affects the game. Yes, you don't need snow or rain to affect the game. When it's cold like that, it's tough to throw. And I know Josh Allen has the arm to pump it. I know he can sit through any sort of wind because he's got one of the best arms, if not the best arm in the league. I am worried about Mac Jones, but I'm also worried about this Bills front seven. Are they going to be tough enough? Are they going to win battles? Are they going to get penetration? Outside of Ed Oliver, who scares you? Outside of Ed Oliver, who's going to win battles on that front? There's just, I don't know who's going to win the battles, and I think New England's going to come with a different game plan. They're going to come with a different tempo. And yes, we were all in on Miami last week. And we've been betting against the Patriots a lot the last 2 years. I'm no Patriots fan. I'm no Bill Belichick worshiper. I'm none of that. But I'm just saying, what's this Bills front seven going to do if this New England run game is working, if they get going downhill? I don't know if the Bills got an answer for them if this run game works. That's why I think the Bills are on upset alert, and I would not be shocked if New England comes in and wins this game. And for everyone thinking this is going to be an easy game, New England, it's an easy win for them. Buffalo, it's an easy game for them. Wake the fuck up. It's not that easy. It's going to be decided by a field goal. This is going to be the closest game of the weekend. Next game, we got the Las Vegas Raiders at the Cincinnati Bengals. Right now, it's Vegas +6. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share the videos. I've even seen on some books, it's down to Vegas +5.5. And listen, I got Cincinnati to win, Vegas to cover, but I actually think you're even just picking Vegas to cover, you're walking into upset territory a little bit. I haven't seen where the money's flowing. I've just read the comments on the internet. Seems like everyone wants to pump Cincinnati. Same thing with last week against the Chargers. Everyone wanted to pump the Chargers, and we were on the Raiders. Man, I get wanting to pump the Bengals. I love Burrow. I love Jamar Chase. And is there a defense that plays harder and moves faster in this league than Cincinnati's defense? And listen, Vegas doesn't have the same personnel. They don't have the same quarterback to exploit the weaknesses in the Bengals defense that the Chiefs did. They just don't. And I'm a Carr guy. I think Carr's play better than people thought this year. But the Vegas isn't throwing deep. They're playing a little small box. But that matchup to watch and the matchup that could make this an upset is this Vegas defensive line against the Bengals offensive line. Maybe Quentin Spain's back. Either way, he's going to be banged up. Riley Reeves out. And I'm just looking at this Bengals offensive line every single week. Even the Chargers defensive line destroyed them. The Chargers defensive line destroyed them. No, the Raiders defensive line is a step up from that. So that's where this matchup's going to be decided. Is Cincy going to get that run-pass balance? Are they going to be able to pass block when they need to? We'll have to wait and see. But I'll tell you what, man, if Vegas gets up 7-0 in this game, if they get up early and they're able to play with the lead, this is going to be an upset. Now, we'll see who gets the first points on the board, but it's going to be very, very important. And like I said, I don't want to minimize the Cincinnati defense. I think they got a big advantage against Vegas. And I think Cincinnati will be able to stop Vegas's run game. That's why I said I'm not the most confident in this upset. Next game, got the Arizona Cardinals at the Los Angeles Rams. Rams are -4. Listen, there's no upset to be had here. I see a lot of people typing it, a lot of people in the media typing it. What evidence have you seen out of Zona? What evidence have you seen out of Zona? One win against the Cowboys? A win against the 49ers in week 5 or 6? What evidence are we seeing? Are we just looking for straws? Are we just looking for someone to churn? Are we just saying the NFL is full of surprises, so I'm going to fucking bet the Cardinals just because who the hell knows what's going to happen? That's a lazy way to bet. You're not going to win money. You're going to lose money long term. The fundamentals say the Rams. The Rams are going to run the ball better. The Rams are going to get better offensive line play. The Rams are going to get better defensive line play. That's where games are decided. In the trenches, that's where the games are decided in the playoffs. And I know Kyler Murray's special, and I know this kid can go off, but he has the highest degree of difficulty in this league, and no one wants to talk about it. They just want to complain about him, and they don't want to see the tight windows he has, how DeAndre Hopkins is out, how Cliff Kingsbury doesn't know how to call a pro-style or NFL offense. This is not an upset. Got sick of hearing the comments. I get sick of the Arizona talk. Been fading Arizona all year. I got money in the pocket because of it. Just sick of the Zona talk, man. How much of the Zona talk do I have to hear this week? I had to fucking put it on my upset videos just to address all the Zona talk. And you're looking at a Zona team, and maybe, yeah, Watt's back and Chandler Jones, and I know that's formidable. And I know what the Rams choked away last week against the Niners, but why can't we just tip the fedora to the Niners? Why do we got to think the Rams are crumbling? Why do we got to think the Rams are terrible? And I like go back to the film the last time these teams played. Rams weren't even playing good during that time of the season, and they still beat Zona easy. We'll see. We'll see if Arizona, if they play good on the defensive line and O-line, they'll have a chance, but I don't think they will, especially their offensive line. Their offensive line can get pushed around, and, you know, you got Aaron Donald and Von Miller coming to town, and I know everyone's worried about the safeties of the Rams. Both of their starting safeties are out, and when you see Eric Weddle coming to town, that's not good. That's not good. But I still think this Rams defensive line destroys them. The Rams got good corners. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share the videos. The best gambling show on the internet.
How many days it gonna take? You switch on me and I ain't get a break. If I hop off, then the levee gon' break. If I take two, then I'm off into space. Put all that down, pour all that out. I'm done without, we on the now. Step after step, day by the day. Live for the night and I'm never gon' break. Yeah.
Step by step by step by step. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Step by step by step by step. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Moving forward on the glory, up and onward, write the story. Little further, I can see it. We will be there before you know.
This life can get you down, down, down.
Just keep yourself around.